Does this ever happen to you where like you need something, so you want to go get it, and the store always has what you're looking for, but then when you go today to get it because you need it, it doesn't have it anymore? This has happened to me like when I needed a new phone charger. For some reason or another, your phone charger decides to give out and stop working. Yeah, it decides to stop working. And your phone's at 20%. So you're kind of good, but then at the same time, you're kind of like, okay, I need to go get a phone charger because my phone is almost at the point where I need to start worrying right now. I need to start seeing what's gonna happen because I need a phone charger. So then you think of the closest store near you, right? You think of the closest place that you can go to buy a phone charger because it's not a big deal. It's just like, all right, you know what? Dang. All right, I don't know why, I don't know for what reason, but my phone charger just decided to give out. It just decided to stop working. I don't know why, but it did. So okay, here I go. I'm gonna go to the store, whatever. I'm just gonna get a new one. So you go to the closest store, whether it be around the corner from your house or 5-10 minutes away. But either way, you go to the closest store you can go to. And this store always has chargers. You always walk in and you always see the chargers. They have like a rack full of chargers, to the point where every time you walk in and you pass those chargers, it kind of seems like nobody even buys them because there's so many. Like there never even seems like there are any less chargers. But then all of a sudden, for some reason, right now when you need a charger, you walk into that same store that always has chargers. And guess what? You go down to the aisle, where they have the chargers, and there's no chargers. All of a sudden, when you need a charger, and they always have chargers, now, today, they don't have a charger. Why? How come? So then you gotta do this. Then you gotta go to like 2 or 3 different stores, because guess what? The first store didn't have it, even though they always have them. So then you're like, okay, what's the next closest place? So then this is what you do. You start pulling your phone out, right? You start looking for the next closest place. Then you get the directions for that next closest place. So you go to like the 2 closest places to where you live. But you know what? With your luck, you go to both of those stores that always have them, and for some reason today, they don't have them. So after you go to those 2 closest stores near you, then you have to pull out your phone and you start having to look up where the next closest stores are. But then here's the thing. You have to use your phone to look up where another store is to see if they have the charger. And then you also have to look up the directions to get to that store. All while your phone's at 20%. But now, since you have to look up the directions and you need the directions as you're getting there, your phone goes on the way to that 3rd store. Your phone goes from 20% to 15%. So now you're kind of feeling a little uneasy. So what do? You're kind of hoping and praying that they have them, right? So you go to that 3rd store. Guess what? You walk in, and then this is the thing. You walk into the aisle where they have the chargers, and you see all these chargers. You see all these chargers. But then you notice that they're all for different phones. They have all these chargers for all these different phones, except your phone. But what the? So at this point, you're like, what's going on? You have every charger for every different phone, except my phone. What is going on here? So then you're like, okay, you leave the store, you look for another store again, and how to get there. But here's the thing. Now you gotta call. You should have called from the first store, but you know what? Forgot. You didn't. You make a mistake. By the way, I'm talking about myself and what I've done. So I make the mistake of not calling the first store or the second store because they were close. So I was like, okay, you know what? They're close distance. I'll just go. And then with the 3rd store, instead of saying, maybe I should call, still didn't call. So then by the time you get to the 3rd store and they didn't have them, then now you find out, okay, you know what? I gotta look up another store, but you know what? This time I'm gonna call them. This time I'm gonna call them so I just don't waste the trip and make sure they have it. So you call them, but then calling them, you're on the phone, takes about 10 minutes it seems for them to answer. Then once they do answer, you politely ask them, excuse me, yeah, hi, I'm looking for a charger for whatever specific phone that you have. Would you be able to tell me, if you have them in stock? So then they say, okay, sure, yeah, just a minute, hold on just a second, and I'll go ahead and check for you. Thank you, I appreciate it. So then you're waiting. They put you on hold. You get to listen to some staticky music that you really don't even care for. And it seems that this music is just on a crazy loop. It never ends. Like it never has an ending, and then it starts again. It just has an infinite loop, an infinite song. Then after about 20 minutes, they come back to the phone, and they come back and they say, yeah, you know, we actually have one more in stock. So you say, okay, yeah, thank you. I kind of need a charger. So you hurry up because I need a charger. So you hurry up and you go, but here's the thing. Now your phone's at 10%. So you're kind of like, you're sweating at this point because you're looking up the directions on your phone to get to the store. And you're hoping they don't sell out. Like, you're hoping that one charger that they have left, you're hoping that someone doesn't decide to come in and buy that charger, because once you get there, it'll be gone. So as you're using your phone for the directions, your phone is at 9%, then 7%, because it almost seems like with every minute that goes by, the percentage is just going down and down and down. Gets to the point to where you're about 5 minutes away from the store, but your phone's at like 4% now. So now you don't know if you should just wait till you get there to find out if they still have the charger, or if you should call them and ask them if they still have the charger. Well, then guess what? Luckily, from where you are now, it's just about a good 3 blocks down. So your phone dies. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Well, I mean, worry, but don't worry, because you know where the store is now. The store's gonna be on your left side, and it's only about 3 blocks down. So you get there, your phone's dead, and as you're walking into the store, you're just hoping. You're hoping so bad that they have the charger. So you rush to the electronics section. When you walk in, the person at the door says, "Hi, how are you?" with that over-the-top joyful retail greeting. And you're just in a rush. You're in a rush. So right now, you're kind of like this. You know, you don't hear anything. You just want that charger right now. So you walk in, you have to ask them where the electronics section is because you don't know. So you go up to someone and you say, "Excuse me, hi, I'm trying to find the electronics section. Am I going the right way at all or no?" Then they tell you, "Yeah, it's down that way and then just make a right. You can't miss it." So then you almost sprint to the electronics section. Okay, you've never ran like that in your life. Even though you know, whenever you get this charger, I mean, you're gonna get a charger at some point. But for some reason, in your head, it's like, I have to have it right now, at this very moment. So you finally get there and they have the charger. The last one is still there. So you buy the charger, you go outside, you rip it open, and you plug it into the car. The moment of satisfaction. That is like the greatest moment of relief. It's almost like having to go to the restroom really bad, and then you finally get to go. Or being really hungry or thirsty, and now you got to finally go and eat. Yep, that's what it's like. The sigh of relief to finally have your charger back.